What's good, everybody? What's good? Y'all already know who it is. No need to get into all that. Now this one here, man, is a little bit different from what I'm used to doing on a 2K video. That is, but this is just pretty much some, it's primarily a backdrop, a filler for what I wanted to talk about. And for a while, I know there's a lot of people have these videos when they talk about how they started YouTube and how they got started and what possessed them to do this. And I was like, damn, you know what? I guess I need to do one. Cause I actually been wanting to do this for a while, but I just never got around to doing it. Cause I didn't think really anybody cared, but whether you care or not, I'm gonna share it anyway.
Nigga, I don't care.
It all started, man, kind of like most people started. You started off watching. I started off watching YouTube videos. I didn't really get into YouTube. I know it started in like 2006. I didn't start watching it until like maybe 2007.
Man, you all late.
I used to watch a lot of like old rap videos. It was like crazy how I would find like old Yo MTV rap videos. And I still remember my first channel. I still had that channel as well. I just don't do anything on it. It was a T-Fly version 1. That's the channel. It was a T-Fly version 1. I still had that channel. And I used to you had to create a channel to comment on stuff. So when people would like comment like, yo, this is when hip hop was real and stuff like that, I used to just be like, yeah, no doubt, or something like that, and remember this, remember that, and you go back and forth with people. But nothing major, nothing crazy like how it is now. It was before people were really like trolling all the time and whatnot. I guess it's because it was a different community. Music community is a lot different. Everyone, like real hip hop people, they really hate Lil Wayne and stuff like that. Man, you a hater. But that's neither here nor there. But like I said, how I really got started, like I said, I created that account. And then I started, like, as I was progressing, going through stuff, I used to watch, like, a lot of old wrestling stuff. Like, a lot of old wrestling, old Monday Night Raws and Monday Nitros and stuff that you possibly couldn't find unless you were, like, a tape trader and you still held on to all those VHSs and stuff that you recorded, which most of us didn't. I know I didn't. I had a bad habit of throwing stuff away. So what I would do is I would, like, just, watch all that stuff. And then some way, somehow, I came across like some old games, like old games and stuff like that. Like people were recording video games. Now, before I even started doing that, I was like, you know what? Before I even knew how to like what the capture cards were and all that, I would make like these slideshows just to see how people would receive it. Like my top 10 best wrestlers of all time, top 10 overrated games of all time and stuff like that. And I still have a few of them up because you keep them up because it just takes you back to when everything was innocent in YouTube, before it got all corrupt and shady. So I had those videos and I created a different account because I wanted to separate it. So that's where the Leader of the Flock account came from, because anybody that watched wrestling knows that I'm a huge Raven fan, and name of his group was the Flock. So I was like, yo, I'm the leader of the Flock.
Support Flock.
That's where that name came from. So to furthermore that whole deal, like I said, I started watching people like how their game plays and stuff on there. So I was like, man, you know what? This is some stuff I would actually can see myself getting into. The whole talking part I wasn't really all that fond of, but I said, I guess I could get used to it if I tried it. So I still remember to this day, like, when I found out how I did my research and stuff, of course, on how you capture it and all that. And my first ever capture card was a Dazzle.
A Dazzle?
Now, this was 2011, towards the end of 2011. So when I got to, messing around with that Dazzle, started noticing you having the black bars and all that. So I was kind of tired of that real quick because it just didn't look like everybody else's. And after doing research, I found out it was other stuff out there, and I ended up getting the HD PVR.
Yeah, it was time for that.
And the rest was history. It pretty much got hooked uploading videos, because at first, I was just uploading those old wrestling games. So, they had the black bars. You know how that go, uploading, all those old games, stuff like that. The old, N64 games, PlayStation 2 games, regular PlayStation games, Nintendo games.
Damn, dude, how many
you
games
name
you
it,
got?
man. I was uploading that stuff, all those old wrestling games. And then I just started, once I, got my hands on the PVR, I had games like, at the time, what was the popular games? NBA 2K12. You had was the Modern Warfare 3, stuff like that.
Call of Duty.
So I mean, I started doing that. Then when that started taking off, I was having fighting games and stuff too. So right around that time, I ran into a guy named Mr. Defcon 3000.
Defcon.
Cool ass dude. He don't do YouTube anymore. And through him, I met guys like Tick. Through
Bayless.
Tick, I met JG, and through JG, I met Merc. So, you know, the rest was history, man. And I'm still cool with those. Those are the top 3 guys I could think of, top 3 or 4 guys I could think of off top. So, I mean, if your name didn't come up there, obviously, we weren't that cool. So, it's all well and good. Like I said, man, to this day, 2 years later, I'm still doing it. Sometimes I'll be wondering why I'm still doing it. I get fed up with it sometimes, so I take breaks. And I don't be wanting to do it anymore. But, you know, it's all well and good, man. So, with that being said, I guess I'm out your ear, y'all. What happened to peace? Peace.